We're looking for circumference. Listen to this. Wow. Wow. Open up your iPads real quick and look up circumference formula. That was embarrassing. Look it up. It'll help you remember. What is it? Right here. Hold it.
It says
C equals 2 pi r. There's also another formula. It is. No, we're not talking about area.
C equals pi d.
Yay, very good. Wow. So here we go. At the top of the page. At the top of the page, listen to me, please. All right, I need you to write this down. Make sure you write down the circumference is equal to pi times the diameter. Or you can say the circumference is 2 times pi times r. Now, why are they the same? Because 2 times the radius is the what? Is the diameter. That is correct. That is correct. Now, explain to me, Ian, what does circumference mean, since you're doing so much better?
It's like the whole thing.
What do you mean the whole thing? Thank you so much. You hear me? That was very nice of you.
Like just say 9 is half, so it's 18.
No. I'm asking what is circumference, the basic definition of circumference. Hello?
Oh.
What?
Is it like how much surrounds?
Yes, very good. Wow. Man, someone's coming alive this year. Distance around. That is exactly correct. What's another word for around, generally?
A circle?
No, meaning the distance around something. Besides the circumference. Yes. Perimeter. All right. So the fancy word for perimeter of a circle is what? Circumference. So hear me now. It's very simple. I'm not going to have to explain much today. All right. The circumference is just how far around the circle. One rotation, one revolution, one complete going around the circle. That's what's meant by circumference. What? Radius is half of the diameter. So let's review that. That's a good information. So number 1, is that representing the radius or the diameter? That's the radius. In number 2, that's representing the what? That represents the diameter. So now listen, you're supposed to be able to do this, all right, and know what formula to use. If they give you the radius, you multiply by 2, then you multiply by pi. All right, and everybody has their calculator, so you should be able to go through these rather quickly. However, no one knew what the formula was. We had to look it up, right? So on the first page, you have to write circumference equals all the way down. You have to write the equation every single time. Does everybody hear me? You have to write the equation every single time. So once you write the equation, then you fill in the radius or the diameter, then you can use your calculator. Is everybody hearing me? I'm not accepting just the answers tomorrow. Bradley, did you hear what I just said? What did I just say? Not just the answers. Because no one in here could tell me what the circumference formula was. So that means what you were supposed to learn last year, you didn't memorize that formula very well. So now, on standardized tests, they don't give you formulas anymore. All right, you have to come up with it. Yes?
So I was going to try to do the fifth problem.
We're getting to that right now. So here we go. Oh, let me help you real quick, okay? All right, I'll show you what to do. That's it. All right, so here we go, guys. The first thing on question number 1. All right, on question number 1, you want to write down C equals, you need to write 2 pi r this time. Why do I need to write 2 pi r? Because they give us the what? They give us the radius. So now you put C equals 2 pi, open parentheses, 9. Then you put the squiggly marks. Yeah, I didn't mean that. Thank you. What?
So you said that we have to use the pi button.
No, use the pi button. All right. So now, everybody type in 2 times pi times 9, and then I'm going to come fix your calculator for you. All right? Yeah. 56.54. Now, it says round to the nearest tenth, so you mind we'll just round to the nearest tenth. So 56.5. Is everybody happy with that?
2 times 9.
Yes, or 2 times 5 times 9. It doesn't matter what number you use.
Show me.
Right. No. See, now, so there's lots of so that's what we want. All right. All right, so for question number 2 now, everybody's going to write down circumference equals pi times what? D this time because they have the diameter. All right? So you write pi d and then c equals pi times what? 17. And somebody tell me what pi times 17 is. 53.4. All right, I'm coming around for some of you who think you don't. Two times pi times 9. Yes, David, come on, man. You're turning smart on me, okay? So, that's it. That's what I'm saying. You good or not? All right, double check me on number 2, right? Did you get 53.4? All right, let's go. Chop, chop. Diesel, tell me what to write on number 3.
So you put C equals pi times D.
Good.
And then for the answer, you put C equals pi times 3. Approximately equals 9.5.
Okay, very good. Now I forgot to put the units, so go back. Yards, feet, and over here is meters. Okay, Ian, just to make sure, buddy, tell me about number 4. Write the equation.
So it's C equals pi D.
Okay, C equals.
5.
All right, now tell me what that is approximately, please. 15.7 what?
7.
Good. Okay, Bradley, you're up. Number 5. I want you to do number 5. Tell me about number 5, please. Good. Now type that on the calculator. Everybody's going to get their turn, so be ready. Yes, I think 44 kilometers. I think that's correct. But that's why you guys are double checking, because I'm not doing it. What? Okay, so try number 5 real quick. Okay, Jack, tell me about number 6, please. And don't forget the units. All right, Leighton, you're up number 7. What do I got, buddy?
For number 7, so you would just do 8.5.
What's the formula, please?
C equals. You want me to do it with the?
I want you to tell me what the formula is
Okay.
for
Is
this
it,
problem.
C equals pi times diameter.
That's correct, sir. And now,
So you would do 3.
I want you to use the pi button on your calculator.
8.5, and it's 26.7.
Is everybody okay with that? All right, Chloe, you're up. Number 8. What formula am I using?
C equals 2 pi r.
Good.
And then B equals 2 pi 11.
And then,
Is 69.1.
anybody else come up with that, please? Okay.
Are we
What-
still rounding?
To the nearest 10. All right.
It was in this one, sure.
69.1. You good? All right, Coleman, help me. Number 9.
Okay, so you know you can something online. Right? No longer fractions.
Okay, so what I want you to do is no, I'll look at yours, but just tell me what to do here. No. I want you to tell me what to do on the board. Circumference equals what?
Pi.
Yes, sir. And then circumference is pi times. Well, wait a minute, not 6.25, but 6 2/5. All right. Now let me come in. I'm going to help you with your calculator. But I think that's because you're supposed to type in 6, and then what I really want to do is I really want to this right here for some reason. I'll show you. It's kind of like that one. This is just. See what I'm doing here? It's just so silly. Now, very good. Okay, so what's that now? Somebody tell me why he's
I
working.
got 20.1. Yeah.
Is that right? 20.1 feet. Okay, number 10. Did you do one yet?
I have not.
All right, so tell me about 10.
So we would do C times 2 pi r.
Good. Right. So tell me what 2 times pi times 25 is. Exactly. 157, we'll run into the nearest 10. Okay. So everybody happy with 157.1?
I got 157.1.
Which is 0.1. Because 07, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and double check your rounding. Okay. Now let's look at number 11. So here, I don't know why, I think this is kind of silly, but we don't have to do A, B, C, D. Just tell me how to do it. Okay, and then, good. 18.8 units. Okay, Joseph. Two pi r, and then you were right. And then tell me what that is. Is everybody agreeing with 56.5? U for units. Okay. Mia, you're up.
C equals 13.
Pi what?
Pi.
Formula.
Times.
Yes.
And C equals pi times 13.
Which is
40.
beautiful. Okay, over here.
C equals 2 pi. C equals 2 pi. 2.5.
Yeah. Approximately. 15.7. All right. Nice. All right. So number 15, you have to read. You're up.
A basketball goal is 18 feet in diameter. The basketball has a diameter of about 9.6 feet. What is the difference in circumference between the goal and the center cross section of the basketball?
So what do you think I have to do?
Do the circumference of the first one and the second one.
That's exactly correct. Very, very good. Okay. So tell me what the circumference of the basketball goal. Circumference of the goal. The males get 56.5. Thank you. And what's the circumference of the ball? Does everybody agree with that? 30.1 inches. Okay, now what's my final answer? Good job, girl. 26.4 inches is my answer. Very good. Okay, 16, read it. Yes, me, you're up.
How much more circumference does the same thing? Okay, 20 feet diameter have compared with one of the So you do get the
That's right.
So the first one is 62.
Dim else get 62.8 feet. All right, and then the second one. 47.1 feet. Very, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Chloe, go ahead. Read me number 17, please.
In bowling, the distance from the foul line to the head pin is 60 feet. A bowling ball has a radius of about 14 inches. How many times must the ball rotate in order to strike them?
Okay, so now this is finally something that's important, really important. So I want everybody to look up, and pay attention. All right, most people do not know this. All right, so here we go. Let me show you. Here is, and I know everybody's been on the bowling alley, so that is how many feet? How many feet is my lane? 60 feet, right? Now, does everybody understand they see this inches, correct? So I can't mix up feet and inches, right? So somebody's got to tell me how many inches in a foot. 12. That's a yard. That's a yard. That's okay. So then how many inches is the lane? How many inches is the lane? How many? Nope. 720. Right? So come on now. Listen to me carefully now. If each foot is 12 inches and you have 60 feet, you have 60 12s. Do you hear me? Does that make sense? So now just, if you're not sure, do 60 times 12. All right? Now I have a ball here. Look up, please. This is the important part. So now my ball, when I roll it down the lane, all right, is going to rotate down. The question is, how many times does it rotate? Most people do not know that. No. Right? If the ball rolls once, if I take a ball and I roll it once, how far forward will it move? It's what? No, no. Hey, you're not listening. Girls, this is important. If I take a basketball and I roll it one time, how far will it roll? Its circumference. Listen to what he just said. Super brilliant, right? When you have a ball and you roll it, when it makes one revolution, it's traveled one what? It's traveled one circumference. Exactly. Do you hear me? So now I need to figure out what the circumference of the ball is. So since you told me how do I find the circumference of the ball, I'm asking you how do I find it? Exactly. So the first thing, the circumference is equal to 2 times pi times 4.3. And you tell me what that is? About 21 inches. Do you agree with that? So if the ball rolls one time, it'll travel how far? 21 inches. Do I agree? Now it's got to go how many inches? So how many times will it roll? What do I do to find that? Thank you very much. So I need everybody to write down 720 divided by 21, which is approximately what?
34.
So about 34.2 times. 34.2, and I want you to put this down. Rev. What does rev mean? Revolution. All right, it'll spin around 34.2 times before it gets to the end of the lane. Does everybody hear me on that? So when you want to find how far a ball will roll, you're actually just calculating its what? You're actually just calculating its circumference. Does everybody hear me on that? That's very hard for most kids on a word problem. Did you hear what I said? When a ball rolls, you're calculating its circumference. All right? So let's look at the next one now. All right, it says, you want to install a 1 yard wide walk around a circular swimming pool. The diameter of the pool is 20 yards. What is the distance around the outside edge of the walkway? So we got to think about it like this. All right, let's draw your pool. We're going to draw a circular pool. And then we're going to draw a walkway. All right? When I add the walkway, see what I'm doing? Come on, look up. Make sure you're with me. I just drew a walkway. Is everybody with me? How wide is my walkway? What does it say? 1 yard. So now if I'm looking at my picture properly, this right here, from here to here, represents 1 yard. And what does it say about the pool? Is it diameter or radius? The diameter is 20, right? So if I draw from here to here, that's 20. If I draw from here to here, that's what? 1. Come on, Yosef, you're missing a good lesson. Right? So they're asking, come on, listen to me now. They're asking for what is this distance? That's what they're asking. And what is that? What is that called? That's right. It's called the circumference. All right. So in order to find that, I have to figure out what the diameter of that circle is. What's the diameter of that circle, Jack? Is it 21?
No, I was like saying.
I'm asking a question. What is the diameter of that pool with the edge on it? That's what I'm asking you. Anybody else? Chloe, come on. What do you think? What do you think? What's the diameter? Ian, come on. Speak up. I got somebody who says 21. What do you think?
22.
It would be, thank you. Wow. There you go. Thank you. Exactly correct. That's why I'm saying you guys got to be thinking about it. The diameter is what? 22 yards. All right. So now I have circumference is equal to pi times d. So if I multiply pi times 22, somebody tell me what that is approximately. 69.1 yards. 69.1 yards. All right. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's knock out the last word problem. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. Bradley, why don't you read this one for me? Go. 19. All right, so now we have to draw it. Okay, so I want everybody to try to draw a trampoline. Okay. And again, a trampoline's in the shape of a what? Right, so again, you have to draw a circle. And then here's the dad laying on the trampoline. Now, what does he represent? He represents the radius. That is correct. And what is the circumference of the circle? 41 feet. So everybody's got to write down C equals 2 pi r. What are we trying to find, guys?
Diameter.
Which, I don't know if the dad, I don't think the dad represents the diameter.
No, I'm saying like. Wait, no, no, I'm saying.
The dad is the radius, correct? So what's the circumference? 41. So we have to put 41 in, right? Is equal to 2 times pi times r. Is everybody with me? Now, what's 2 times pi? 6.283 approximately. So now how do I go backwards on this, someone? How do I go backwards? Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I'm going to divide. I'm going to divide by 6.283. Divide by 6.283, and that crosses out. So R is, or the dad is approximately what? 6.5 feet. Does everybody agree with that? All right, now I'm hoping you can see how the drawings help, in my opinion. The drawings help a lot because you might make a mistake and see whether it's a radius or a diameter by accident. Everybody agree with me? All right, so I want to see the drawings. All right, I want to see the drawings. All right, now for your homework, guys, you're going to do the second page, and then I want you to do questions for ERB 1, 3, and 6. 1, 3, and 6. Circle or highlight 1, 3, and 6, and then the second page. So everybody agree that's kind of easy, right? What's the circumference formula again?
C equals pi e, or C equals 2 pi.
Yes. All right, yes, that's your punishment for not remembering it. All right? Then, once you can tell me you know it, when I ask you tomorrow, you won't have to write it. You just fill it in. Write every time the circumference formula. All right, that is a huge formula on all standardized tests. You have to know it. All right? Yeah, the second page and questions 1, 3, and 6. Right here. All right. Good job, guys. Very good, as much as you can done right now.